Welcome aboard. It's Captain G with another Global War 1985 YouTube War episode of Patriot Games 10.1 Warsaw Pact. We're going to begin with technology. We have our 4 die at the ready. 1 is PGMs. We need an 8. 6 long-range missiles. We're at stage 3. We only need a 7. So keep your eye on that one. 8, we're starting seed, where we need an 8. And 9, advanced air superiority fighters. We also only need a 7. But white is the one we want more than the others, because best chance to finish it on this roll. Here we go. And a 3 and a 4 and a 4. So we did get special purple dice, which next time I'm going to designate as long range. So that does have an impact on our turn. But before we go too far, let me move Advanced Air Superiority Fighter to Stage 1. Stage 1 for Warsaw Pact. So that'll get done before the end of the game. You know it. Okay, let's get that out of the way. We'll be bringing it back again. And let's move our purchases into center stage. Warsaw Pact comes into the turn with 37 IPP. We are sending 4 in military aid to our Soviet brothers and sisters, 1 mechanized infantry. We're spending the other 33 in our own defense. We're doing 2 next-gen MBTs for 12, 3 SAM batteries at 3 each for 9, and then we're buying 3 paramilitary and 3 SPAGs for a total of 12. And that, 12 and 12 is 24, and 9 is 33. That completes our purchases. So, attacks, combat movement. Let's start over here in the Mid-Atlantic, where we do have, getting something moved off camera to be out of the way. We do have 2 naval auto kills, if you will. The first from M2 in the Mediterranean. We have a diesel electric that is moving 1, 2, and we'll auto kill this NATO tanker. Glub, glub, glub. Good job, sub. And that goes away. And then in A41, this imperialist American tanker. From A47, we're sending down a diesel electric Warsaw Pact sub 1, 2, 3. Boom. The Czech Navy has scored another victory. Their first in centuries. Outstanding. So that is the first 2 resolved. All right. We do have 5 others. So the black dice are all facility strikes. Number 1 is in Rhineland, and I was overly optimistic on the long-range missiles. Alas, in the middle of World War III, optimism never hurts. So from West Czech, we're firing 1 cruise missile at the major army base there. So this is a facility strike, not at his units. We get a +1 because we have chem. And because it's a major facility, unlike the other facility strikes we've done, there are 2 SAM batteries there, and they'll both be firing. So he'll get 2 AMD to shoot at that missile. Number 2 is Benelux. So from East Germany, this cruise missile going after the minor army base, when they'll only get 1 AMD at that one. Number 3, Southern France. We are sending out of the air base in Lazio, 1, 2. This medium bomber, which had been bombing Greece or Marmara periodically, it's being escorted by 2 ASFs. Our brand new shiny Top Gun ASF coming down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from East Germany. And the Austrian ASF 1, 2, 3. And that was necessary because southern France is within scramble range of the Rhineland Air Base, and NATO has a couple ASFs there. They opted not to engage the brand new shiny Top Gun ASF. Good choice. So those are the first three. Let's jump over here to number 4 and 5. Number 4 is a surgical strike on Marmara. So we are sending from the major air base in Romania, 1-2, a cruise missile. From our nuclear attack submarine, another cruise missile. Both those, these are at the units. And then I'm also sending two attack bombers out of Lazio. 1, 2, 3, 4. And those 2 attack bombers are being supported by the Lazio ASF. 1, 2, 3, 4. So all 4 of those are going up to, let me make sure I did that right. Yeah, 2 in Marmara. And the U.S. has a fighter there, but they opted not to scramble against the superior might of the Hungarian Air Force. So that's it, surgical strike. And then he does have both that SAM and a SPAG. So let me get that down in range. So they'll be shooting at the attack aircraft. And then attack 5 is an invasion of Greece. Now these orange mushroom clouds will remind me that the attack bombers are dropping nukes, battlefield nukes, so they'll be rolling 3 dice at 4 in this battle. And the shiny new Soviet-made attack bomber will be dropping 3 dice at 7 in this attack, where we're bringing down 2 mechs, 2 MBTs, 1 SAM that will retire from Bulgaria into Greece. And I forgot to update the map. I think our comrades have backfilled. It was kind of crowded. All right. And we also sent a fighter. The fighter is going air superiority again because anticipating the American fighter scrambling, he opted not to. So that is battle 5. So let's move the Lazio Air Base. Let's bring back the HBG combat dice containment unit. Let's throw some combat dice. All right. So number 1 is Rhineland Facility Strike. So we only have the 1 cruise missile coming in, and they have, where is it? 4 is white dice. So they get 1 AMD to shoot at the, or there's 2, it's a major. Yeah, 2, Rhineland is 2. So they get 2 AMD shots. If they hit the missile, we're done. If not, then I'll roll for damage. 11 and 7, so they both missed, which is super awesome, fantastic. So we're going to pick a unbiased 6-sided dice. Cruise missile is rolling on a D2, so 1, 2, 3 is a 1, 4, 5, 6, 2 points damage, and then whatever I roll, I'll add 1 for the chemical warhead, now that I have chem stage 4. 3, so that's a 1, plus 1 is 2 points damage on the major army base in Rhineland. Outstanding. All right, let's repeat the same sequence, but with only 1 defense dice. And I'll to speed it up, I'll roll them both at the same time, but if he hits, this won't count, okay? I think some of the other guys do that, and I like that efficiency. All right, so this is on the minor army base. So that's a 4, so alas, the 6 does not count. Good shooting, Ozark. Those Beneluxers have better aims than the Germans. Okay, so that completes those facility strikes. Let me get that stuff out of the way. Let's move on to number 3. So the air superiority fighters retire because there are no NATO air superiority fighters in combat. So I'm going to drop the 6-sided dice, which is its face value. So if I roll a 6, it's 6. If I roll a 3, it's 3 from the medium bomber, plus 1. And since I'm attacking a major, he still gets the 2 shots. So this is our most experienced medium bomber pilot squadron. So let's wish them well, shall we? Oh! If we'd attacked a minor, perhaps we would have been safe. But that was a major. The Frenchies got him. So that's 5 points damage, plus 1 for the chemical. So he did not go cheap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 1 for chem. That's 6 points damage on the major army base in the south of France. But that was the end of my irreplaceable medium bombers. You can't buy those in any store in Central Europe. Can in China for some reason. All right. So that completes the first 3, and I'll land the ASFs. So 4, let's pivot. So in 4, we have 2 cruise missiles that are coming in. Now, NATO did have the option. They could have targeted the cruise missiles with their SAM and the SPAG at the aircraft, but he's going all in at the aircraft. So the cruise missiles, I'm going to roll them first. They're rolling at 5s, no defense, 5 or less. 11 and an 8. I almost wish he had shot those down. Okay, so they sadly missed. These are not the glorious results that we reported to the Politburo last turn. All right, now he has 2 2s. No, he has 3 2s. Let me just think through this. The SAM gets a max of 3 shots, but 1 shot per aircraft. The ASF retires, so it's the 2 attack bombers. And then the SPAG just puts along at 1 shot. All of them shooting at 2. So we need anything higher than a 2. All right, well, we got higher than a 2. We got a 3, very close, a 4, and a 10. So 3 misses. And we missed on our cruise missiles. Let's hope for the best. We're rolling battlefield nukes. So 3 dice, half value because surgical strike. So these are at 4 or less. So low numbers, comrades. Low numbers. 7, 9, 10, 11, 10, 7. So swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. That's just bad shooting. All right, so that completes that battle. That was not worth the fuel. Now let's go to the invasion of Greece. So there are 2 NATO mechs defending. No cruise missiles. The SAM retires. The fighter is shooting ASF, but he still gets to shoot. He doesn't have to retire like a ASF. So he shoots at a 6. The attack bomber, 3 dice at 7. And then the mechs normally attack at 3, but because of the mountain terrain, they're attacking at 2. So I'll use yellow dice. I'll keep it pure. And then the MBTs are rolling 3s. All right. And because nothing is first strike, yeah, there's no artillery, and he's retiring. I'm going to go ahead and roll the 2 NATO mechs. So let's pivot. So this is just all missiles and fire and fury, shock and all at the same time. The black dice are the NATO mechs. 2s, 3s, 6s, 7s, and 5s. Same color code system I have just out of sight, but here we go. Huh. All right, let's see how we did. 3s, a 5 and a 6. Nope. 2s, I did get a 1. That's pretty good. That's a 7. That's a miss.
That's a 1. That's a 4. So that's 2 more hits. That's a 4. That's a hit. So 4 hits by the bad guys. That's me. And a 6 and a 9 for NATO. So first hit goes on the gray chip. Second hit goes on the Turkish mech. Third and fourth hit, populated cities. And it's just terrible trauma. The Greeks are done. All right. So that completes that action. No casualties for NATO, which is better than I could have hoped for. None of my attack bombers got shut down, although I did lose my medium bomber. So all in all, we will report this to the Politburo as a successful attack. All right. No, let me not take these off. We got to remember these at the end for those tracking fallout. All right, non-combat movement. So we're done rolling dice. I can get the dice tray out of the way. Let's fill in the gap in our screen. From A15, this Warsaw Pact diesel electric will travel 1, 2, 3 to A27 to continue the blockade of Europe. So that's awesome. I love that. We have successful airborne conquest of Sardinia. He'll sea lift back to Lazio. Where's my Lazio card that I moved? Okay, here he is. Okay. Whoop. Dropped something on Egypt. All right, so the 2 ASFs who are going back alone because the medium bomber died. One is going back to Austria, so that would be the regular one who flew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to land back in Austria. He had a longer flight path, so he's going to go 1, 2, and land in Lazio. Okay. Pivoting. The attack bombers. So the guys coming from Lazio, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to put 2 attack bombers RTB to Lazio. This one is going to go back to Romania. Starting in Bulgaria, boom, boom, plenty of fuel. The fighter is going to join him in Romania. Yep. The ASF is also going back to Romania. Romania? Yeah, I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. So that is the Romanian air defense. Okay. Yes. Central Europe, we have some SAMs that are shuffling. We're going to take the Lazio SAM because the Soviets have augmented their air defense of Lazio, which is good. And we are going to go 1, 2 and reestablish this SAM in the mountain passes of Austria. So that takes care of that guy. I have in the 2nd Tank Army in Bavaria 3 early gen MBTs. 3 early gen MBTs moving up to North Germany. That takes care of those guys. I have a SAM in East Germany that's going to move into North Germany to provide 2 SAM units there, just like the Soviets have down here in the south. Don't know why I touched that, but okay. And then this guy, where's he going? He is going to 1, 2 into Bavaria. Okay. All right. Yep. 2nd Tanks Army. Okay. So let's place some units now. Look at this. This is going to be a quick turn. I don't think we're going to make the land speed record, but we're going to do pretty close. All right. The 2 next gen MBTs are both going into East Germany. I have 3 SAMs. So I built 2. I'm going to build 2 more. So it's 2 SAMs in East Germany. And the 3rd SAM is going to go into West Poland again. Okay. So those are the 3 SAMs. And now we're going to do the Paras and Spags. Paras and Spags. So I'm going to build one of each. 1 Spag, 1 Para on Crete. We're rewarding the citizens there for their good work by allowing them to join our little militia unit here and paramilitary unit. So that's super awesome, fantastic. We are also going to establish a new Para-Spag combo in the People's Republic of Sardinia. And then that leaves us 2 chips for, oh, I don't have the sculpts out. What do I do in Sardinia? North Germany. I'm building a Para and a Spag in North Germany. So they are joining this force here in North Germany. So that's 1 Spag and 1 Para. No one will tell them what happened to the other guys who were there previously at that station. All right. So that complete. Oh, military aid. So we are going to build this military unit at the army base in West Poland. Ship him through the waterway up to A7, where he'll land at Akershus. All right. Sorry, I don't think any of that was on camera. Poland, Akershus. All right. Let's come down. Let's collect income. We started this turn with a base income of 27. We move up 1 for our successful reconquest of Greece. So we are now at 28 on the income tracker. And we have 10 in computer technology bonus income. So 38 IPP cash on hand. And for the tracking of Fallout, battlefield nukes, and 2 land zones. So +2. So with that, I'll turn you over to my esteemed opponent, Ozark Outpost. This is Captain G, over and out.